Hi, Mrs. Climo. Mrs. Jack and I are here today to give you some directions on how to do our lab activity for today. This is going to simulate the relationship between predator and prey in a taiga ecosystem. We're going to have these white squares are going to represent our snowshoe rabbits, and then we're also going to have our Canadian lynx. The lynx is going to try to capture the rabbits. So we start off with this green piece of paper, which is going to represent this community where these animals live. We're going to have 10 rabbits to begin with, and we're going to throw our lynx in. If the lynx lands on 3 rabbits, he survives. If he does not land on at least 3 hares, he starves. And you're going to record that in your data table.
Okay, so the number of hares that we have.
We're actually going to start with 10 instead of 3. So that'll be 10. And the poor guy, he didn't catch any hares. That would be 0. So we still have 10 hares remaining. The poor lynx, he starves. He doesn't have anybody that survives.
So we put 0 and then 0 again.
Right.
And there's no offspring.
No offspring. He has to catch at least 3 rabbits, 3 hares in order to survive and produce offspring. So now what happens, whatever hares are remaining, they're going to double. So now in your next column, you're going to have 20 hares.
Here. 8, 9, 10. Here's 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
And while
20.
Mrs. Climo is counting that out, you notice I've already written in our data table that we now have 20 hares and we have 1 lynx. And you're going to repeat the process again.
So now a new lynx moved into the area since the old one starved, and he's going to try to capture at least 3 rabbits. Oh good, he captured 3 hares. So I'm going to remove those hares.
Remember, they just have to touch.
So in our data table then, if 3 hares were eaten, that would mean that there are 17 hares remaining. This actually should have been a 1 up there. Okay, so 0 lynx starved. This one would have been a, yeah.
See, we learned too.
That would be a 1. So 1 is surviving. If he eats at least 3 rabbits, then he has an offspring too. So this will also be a 1. Now remember, our rabbits will double for the next generation, so I have to add 17 more rabbits. Work as a team. Count out. $14, $15, $16, $17. All right, so we have our 34 rabbits now. And we have 2 lynx. So to represent the 2 lynx, you're going to toss him twice. So I toss him once, he captures 3. I take those off, I throw it again, and he captures 3. So 6 rabbits were eaten, which would mean 28 are remaining. No lynx starved. 2 lynx survived. And they would each have offspring, so there would be 2 offspring. Now remember, the number of hares is going to double. So now instead of 28, we're going to have 46 altogether. So with your partners in your group, count out an additional 28 hares.
Here's 10. Boy, that rabbit population really does grow.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, so at this point we should have 56 hares in our community here.
We have 4 links now.
And 4 links. So let's see what happens. Okay? Okay, this guy got 3. This guy got 3. This guy got 4. And let's see, should I let him survive? And this guy got 3.
So it's what, 13?
Well, actually one of them caught 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 13, correct. So 13 were eaten. So 56 minus 13 is 43. So 43 hares remaining. None of the lynx starved. They all survived. So we're going to have 4 lynx surviving, and they're going to have 4 offspring. Okay, but now our rabbits are going to double. Now we're going to have 86 rabbits. So I need to count out 43 rabbits.
I think they get the picture.
All right, do we understand what's going to happen here? So you're going to keep adding your rabbits and watching what happens with these populations. I will tell you that at some point the populations will crash. But then I want you to actually go through the simulation 2 times. So the population is going to crash back to almost 0, and then go ahead and go through the simulation again. And when we get done, we're going to graph the results. Just remember that a lynx has to capture 3 rabbits in order to survive. And if it does, for every 3 rabbits that it captures, it actually has an additional offspring. So for instance, if a lynx were to capture 6 rabbits, it would have 2 offspring. Okay, so you might need to have a little piece of scratch paper to keep track of this as the numbers get larger. Okay? What else,
All right.
Mrs. Jack?
That's all. Have fun.
All right.